Right, well, Luke has a ponder of that.
Hello, everybody. We're back for the final round of the final round for today of YCS London 2017. We
made it.
We made it.
We're here.
We made it. It's actually very late here. I don't think that's the right time for our country. It's about 9:30.
European.
It's currently 25 to 10.
25 to 10. So there's been a lot of people playing all day. And the two of the people that we're looking at now is Michael Cleaver, who is playing Zombie Lightsworn, versus Sebastian Dixon-Smith, who is playing True Draco. So a little bit of a mix of things that you may have seen in previous formats, but not necessarily on this. These guys are on the bubble, so they have to win to be able to make it through.
Absolutely.
It's a really early bubble to be on for your tournament life, but we figured since they're still technically within a chance of making the top cut, we'd bring you this match for this round.
Yeah.
I always like to see people's dreams being crushed.
Wow. I'm aware. Let's go straight over to the table. Let's go.
All right, we'll just take a moment while the players are notified that they can begin. Here we go. Good luck, man.
There's the handshake. Oh, I see he already got his orange.
Solid 6.
Nice.
Solid 2.
All right, let's see how Mike decides to start this one out.
That's a pretty good opening hand.
Brilliant fusion, left arm offering. Very brave pick in this format. He is playing the 60 card variant, but still with the amount of Ash Blossoms running around, that seems very brave.
Yeah. This deck list also has a more monsters section.
Just tagged on in the traps area. It's like, traps? No, I just have more monsters.
Matt, is there a card called Giant Rex?
Yes, there is. It's in his hand. If you want to bring that up on the screen, just for memory.
I can.
Can't attack directly, but if it's banished, you get to special summon it, and it gains 200 attack for each banished dinosaur monster.
Oh.
But the most important part of that is it's essentially a free material for a rank 4 or Synchro or a Link Summon.
Nice.
Very, very nice. And of course you can banish it with left arm offering as well.
And there is a Gem Knight Seraphinite.
Oh yeah, so if it gets banished, it just comes back?
Yep.
That's good. The Clown.
It's been a while since we've seen the performer ages.
Yeah. He's going to have to use up that extra normal summon pretty quickly if he wants to keep his momentum here.
Now, keeping with tradition, have these guys been playing in any tournaments?
Let's have a look.
Apart from this one, obviously. I don't think you have. We're not quite that up to date with the stats.
Wow, apparently, so we have everyone, like, we have, I think it's something like 16,000 player entries.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one person with Cleaver in their name. That's it. This is Mike Cleaver.
Wow, he has played in a lot of places.
12 tournaments and 64% win ratio.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very respectable.
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty good.
What about Sebastian?
Let's try his last name.
Dixon-Smith.
Let's try Dixon. So he's played in just 7 tournaments with a 47% win ratio.
Oh, banishing. What do we banish? It was a trap. So Rival Warlords.
Yeah, no. It's
Solemn Strike.
Strike.
Ouchies. Oh. And there's the Giant Rex being banished.
That grass looks greener on its way to Mike's hand. Been a while since we've seen one of these resolved.
Giant Dino comes back. Giant Rex even.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Is there a reasonably consistent way of banishing it from the graveyard?
You have the deck list over there, so you'd have to...
Oh, yeah, good point. I thought we would swapped.
Nope, I am with the True Dracos.
Could be with one of the Shiranui cards. I can't quite remember what they all do.
Oh, he appears to be banishing them face up.
Oh, he sends them from top of his deck to the
Yeah,
graveyard.
grass.
Right. Oh, it's Grassel Karina.
He's just doing this so his opponent can review the cards as they go off,
Ooh,
and this
and
is
there's the snow.
rather ridiculous set of cards to send. So all the relevant cards are being
That's three.
free copies of Wolf.
Oh, 3 copies of Wolf. Snow.
Would you like fries with that?
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm more on tilt.
You
about the
can see
facts-
how happy Mike is right there.
What are you on tilt about?
about the fact his graveyard's not in the wrong order. But it's okay. I'm gonna get over it because there's 3 wolves on the field.
Plays free Wolves, gets rewarded.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know where you go from here. That was so much advantage gained.
So how does he consolidate this into a
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
solid board?
Yeah, let's have a look at his extra deck here. So he's got
Solid field.
yeah, he's not playing multiple firewalls. In fact, he's not playing firewall at all.
He might be aiming to go for multiple Cyframe Omegas. Has he got a couple of those?
He's got 2 of those in here. He's got a Dweller. Again, I'm just trying to think of like first turn things that you play. He's got Dweller. He's got a Nat Beast. That's about it. Beals.
That's pretty much it. He's not really got much.
T's coming down.
Here comes Minerva.
It's Minerva.
Yeah, he's not really got much in terms of kind of blockades.
It's like our app guys just gave up on keeping track of that graveyard.
Yeah, we said to our app masters, you know, try and keep track of the graveyard if possible, just so we can see it. You know, sometimes it's useful. Yeah, give up on that one.
And we're going to see a Uni-Zombie sending a card from deck to graveyard to increase its level.
There's Mizuki.
Well, Sebastian still doesn't look completely disheartened by this triple wolf mill.
And 3 for a Link Summon.
Probably into Decode Talker.
Just making sure.
Yep, Deco Talker.
Mizuki now.
Gozuki. Gozuki effect to send another Mizuki from the deck to the graveyard.
Yep. Kazuki, very popular card in Duel Links.
Oh, actually, he doesn't send another Mizuki. He sends Shinran Yui Solitaire.
Yep.
To his graveyard.
Kazuki, the Black Bull with a huge hammer. Look how muscly he is.
He's rather muscular.
That's what you get for carrying around a giant hammer.
How muscular he is. Look at that.
Big hammer.
Big old hammer.
Cypher Omega number 2.
Ridiculously large opening field. And there's snow. Which means that you're going to get to banish that Giant Rex again, I believe.
I think Rex is once per turn.
Nope.
Is it not?
Nope. I don't believe it is anyway. I'll check. Oh, I've pulled stuff up.
No, I don't think it is when I read it a second ago.
Yeah, you can only use
Oh,
this
it's
effect
only
Giant
once
Rex
per
once per
turn.
turn.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Otherwise, I
would
think we'd
be
be seeing way more of this
ridiculous.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it
Wait a
was
minute. Yeah, you'd just be able to
ridiculous.
play 3 with Fairy Tale Snow.
Yeah.
That'd be ridiculous. Good job breaking the game.
Yeah, Matt.
Why are you blaming me for something that didn't even happen in this case?
Dunno.
You get to blame me for things I did, not things that I didn't do. Well, actually, I don't know if that's how it technically works.
Okay, Abyss Dweller opening up there.
When I mentioned Abyss Dweller earlier, I was a bit like, maybe not Abyss Dweller. But then, yeah, he's actually going with Abyss Dweller.
He's just set a card of Demise.
Unfortunately, Sebastian picking up Cosmic Cycling, which does absolutely nothing for him in this situation.
Not at
No.
all.
I don't-
Spellbook Secret Set.
I don't think that...
Oh, and banishing a card from hand.
I don't think Michael actually plays a single card that got Galaxy
I think that
Cyclone
was Cards of
effect.
Demise that just got banished.
No,
No,
it
he said
wasn't.
that, didn't he?
It was True Draco Heritage.
Ah, True Dragon Heritage. Okay. Rivalry Warlords is going to be super awkward for Mike to play against because his deck's just literally every type of monster.
Yeah. Well, you could actually do some weird stuff where you like chain. No, I guess you'd have to know about it, and then you could play Fairy Tale Snow, and then put one of your monsters face down, and get rid of the snow, and do all sorts of weird stuff to try and keep your monsters.
Ideally, want to just get the Cyframe Omegas back, but that doesn't look like it's going to be possible.
Let's see what card's going to hand. Spellbook for Secrets.
I'm getting flipped up.
Is he playing Blue Boy?
You mean Spellbook Magician of the Prophecy?
He is.
I couldn't remember its real name. I just went with its nickname.
Yes, he is. One copy.
Awesome. So he's probably going to need that right now because he doesn't have any other monsters. I like, genuinely forgot his name.
Blue Boy.
Blue Boy. Yeah. At least he's got a monster now. Or a summonable one. The effect of the Spellbook Magician. Gonna get Spellbook of Knowledge. Gonna keep on digging deeper, see if you can find some good cards. That will be able to help him out in this situation.
For everything that Mike did in that turn, his field wasn't completely unbeatable. And he also did pay half his life points for his Destrudo
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, the field was pretty lackluster, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was expecting to see like multiple Firewall Dragons and all sorts of crazy stuff. None of that, just a Abyss Dweller. Not that anything's wrong with an Abyss Dweller, but you know. As you see there, Sebastian's a 3-3-3-1 kind of guy.
Which is the correct way.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say so.
are you next going to tell me that his zodiac sign has something to do with...
No, it's because he's going 3-3-3, and then he's got the one right at the end that's like a cherry on the top. It's like, boop.
I think 5
And he gets to take 2.
I think 5 and 5's better.
You would.
Yeah.
All right, if we're going to have this conversation, then the real masters just go, there's 10 and just pick 10 off the top.
Well, yeah, we can all do that, but
No,
you
why,
wanna make
why does no one do it?
because you just want to make sure.
Bit boring, isn't it?
You just draw your opening hand, you just put your hand on top and you pull 5.
That's what I do. Do you not do that?
Yeah, just because you've been doing it for so long now. If someone asked me to teach them how to do that, I can't. You just,
No.
it just,
It's just-
I accidentally draw 5.
It's what you do.
Fingers have probably evolved ridges in there specifically to just pick up the top 5.
Yeah, probably. Robert's having a look at his fingers. Can't see anything.
Yes.
I can see them.
There's
Yeah.
now there was a groove in my thumb. I've just realised that probably does allow me to pick up 5 cards. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can also do it if your hand's bigger than your face, but I feel like the joke would be inappropriate to slap you in the face with the hand.
It would be terribly appropriate to the Pegasus theme, however.
Yeah.
would be hilarious, but I don't think it would particularly help us cast this match.
Whack.
So what is Sebastian
Some
going to be doing this turn?
Matthew
He needs
Bell.
to get some of these cards out of his hand because he's going to be throwing them all out to the card of Demise he played earlier.
Yeah. I feel like Sebastian's not really. Wait,
He's
what's
not out of it.
He's got the Monarch Stone 4th, and he's got the option to get Masterpiece.
I was a bit like, why is he looking through his deck? I couldn't see diagram.
Hope everybody's playing Duel Links at the moment, trying to get Dr. Crowler. 300,000 points. Do some homework. Get on it.
Yeah, I mean, if Sebastian can't really do anything here, then we're just going to see a bunch of Omegas come back, and that's going to be...
The Omegas are kind of
slam them
a
down.
non-factor because Sebastian has a rivalry of Warlords.
Yeah.
Like, he flips that up during the draw phase, and the Omegas can't come back.
Just having a quick discussion there.
Yeah, of course he's going to want to use...
Yes, it's Shinran Yui. Which one is that? Spellweaver?
Spirit Master.
Spirit Master.
He gets to destroy a card, face-up card, when he gets banished.
That is correct, and then his Giant Rex also comes back.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nice play.
Yeah, nice.
You see, here's the problem with Sebastian. I mean, he can go ahead and set the True Draco Apocalypse. Nope, he's going to use the. He is going to use the Monarch Storm 4th. Because he can't really gain any. He can't really gain any advantage by tributing one of his trap cards because the Abyss Dweller is already shutting it down.
Didn't he summon Spellbook Magician this time?
He did normal summon already. He normal summoned the Magician, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he can't do that.
Oh, was that not last turn?
No, this is still
This is
his
still his first turn.
Sebastian's first turn.
Yeah, he normally summoned the Spellbook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've just spotted
noticed.
it. Yeah, okay, then my original line was making sense. Yeah, setting the True Draco Apocalypse and tributing it doesn't really get him there because he can't even do that.
Yeah. I was super confused as to what he actually was planning on doing there.
Because normally True Draco have the extra normal summon.
Yeah, with like
for
Heritage or something.
Heritage. Yeah, Sebastian then throwing out his last card thanks to Card of Demise. Draw, standby phase. We didn't see the rivalry of Warlords in the standby phase. He waited till the Omegas came back.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Did they come back in the draw phase or did they come back in the standby phase?
Standby.
I guess he gets his cards back this way.
Yeah, I think him getting his cards back and then him flipping that is way better. Yeah. Irrelevant chain of Abyss Dweller, but yes. Actually, no, that's not relevant. If he starts being able to destroy the back rows, then... Wow, that's actually really tough. I guess you keep the Omegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Omegas put down game over 2 turns.
Yeah.
That was a really back-breaking rivalry.
Is Rivalry the types one or goes... No, goes in
That's
matches.
types. The goes and matches attributes.
Yeah, so it's not like you can even summon the Raiden.
Super strong against the Spiral matchup when they summon Gofu. If you flip up Rivalry of Warlords, it's not like they're doing anything. Like, they don't play any other winged beasts. And just take your time to draw the cards you need to win the game.
Yeah.
Attack, attack.
Attacky.
Tons of damage.
This is where it starts getting really nasty for Mike because he doesn't have anything to defend himself with. And we know that Oh, Sebastian did have to throw out his maiden, didn't he? So you can,
Yeah,
and he
he's not
doesn't
gonna
have a diagram, so he doesn't actually have access to a monster yet.
No. And there's then a 2 out of 3 chance that he's going to have that monster taken away by these Omegas.
Well, he could always flip up the. He could always use a skill drain, but he's choosing not to. Mike considering setting the Raiden, and passes. Sebastian needing something. Looks like he drew a Spellbook of Secrets.
No, duality.
Ah, it was Polyduality. Polyduality, pretty good to have in this situation.
That's a chain of skill drain.
Yeah, so actually being in the standby phase, he can't chain the Omegas to...
Yeah, he was trying to put some cards back in his graveyard so he could then re-abuse them with Fairy Tale Snow should the opportunity present itself.
Yeah, that would actually be a super legitimate way of getting rid of the rivalry, getting rid of both Omegas to take cards out of the hand. And then...
Doesn't find a Masterpiece. That Masterpiece would have been great, but Maiden's just shy on the attack points. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Omega's actually pretty big.
Cosmic Cyclone does nothing and he already has a rivalry up, so not an amazing set of options. And he's now below the threshold to use Solemn Strike.
Cosmic Cyclone's incredibly risky at this point.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have anything to shoot at. Mike isn't playing any trap cards, is he?
Nope.
He's not leaving anything on the field.
No, he's the only possible card you could hit with it is Brilliant Fusion.
Which he's already played.
Yeah.
Just asking there what he's got set.
That's...
What? Why would you...
Well, he's not going to get rid of the rivalry of Warlords in that situation.
True Draco Apocalypse?
Surely at this point you just played one Omega.
Yeah, he might jump the Omega. How many cards does Sebastian have in his hand?
One.
So
Yeah,
it's the Solemn Strike.
Oh, yeah,
He can't use. I think he set it. I know.
one Omega's jumped. It's going to have the attack of all monsters on Mike's side of the field. Interesting that I don't think Sebastian used the effect of his Maiden when Mike decided to jump his Omega.
No, I don't think he realized.
Which would have been a good opportunity to go grab Masterpiece, and he could have been clearing the game up on his next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting really late here, so it's pretty tough.
People
Yeah.
make mistakes,
Yeah,
especially when
absolutely.
they've been playing since like, 10, 11,
Yeah.
and it's now 10. So 12, 13 hours.
Yeah, Fairy Tale now going to be able to come back, flip the Maiden down.
Destroy the rivalry with...
He didn't get a chance to put it back into his graveyard with...
Omega.
Yes, I'm just trying to remember which Shinran Yui it was off the top of my head. It was...
Spirit Master.
Spirit Master.
Spirit Master and Solitaire are the two that get really played quite a lot.
Yep, can't put those in because rivalry.
Don't think Mike realised that.
Drew a Predaplant.
Question is, does Omega come back?
That's yeah, that's what he's going to be asking is, can he get it back? Or it just
Nope.
goes back to the graveyard.
Interesting. I had a couple of different options in my head as to what happened there.
Oh, well, what I said
Sebastian
was
through the
incorrect earlier.
masterpiece.
He would have got his cards back anyway.
That is indeed one of them. It coming back to the field and then immediately getting impacted by rivalry is possible, or the
It just stays on
return
it.
never happening. Yeah.
The masterpiece is in hand for Sebastian.
Oh yeah?
Hmm
How did you get that?
I think
Maybe he did chain the maiden and we just didn't see it.
Yeah. Or maybe he could have chained it to Snow's effect, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true. And there we go. See, Masterpiece in its opponent's turn clears out a card by tributing the
Apocalypse.
Draco Apocalypse, and then he has tons of cards in there to just keep control of the game from this point.
Yeah. The masterpiece is basically invulnerable because he plays no trap cards.
Yeah, Mike does have main deck Kaijus, I believe.
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, Masterpiece is going to close out the game. And Sebastian looking like he was on the back foot from a resolved Grassy
Yeah.
Screener. In fact, if Mike's deck resolves a Grassy Screener, sends 3 wolves from his deck to the graveyard, and still loses,
Yeah.
I've got to question what's gone wrong in his deck there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. That seems
Like he had all the Mizukis, the Gozukis, but then he didn't consolidate it into anything meaningful.
No.
I mean,
I think rivalry was pretty good.
I think the rivalry is what did it.
Rivalry is backbreaking.
Yeah,
I'll
if
give you
the
that.
rivalry didn't hit down, then he would have still had a decent, like a huge field.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, maybe I'm being too harsh.
No, absolutely not. I think this deck should have gone into way more resources. Like the spiral deck has two card combos that goes into whatever.
This guy, he had 5 cards,
He
and
had
then
five,
just kind of didn't go anywhere with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, what he ended on before the rivalry, yeah, as you're saying, it just wasn't that impressive. We've seen Utopia the Lightning going in. It's just as an answer to Masterpiece.
Yeah, so Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. He's got a bunch of Kaijus in the side deck. That's maybe where you saw them earlier, Matt. He's got literally Gamma-Sail, Humongous, Dogoran, the Slumber, and the Mystery Dust Kaiju. I can't do its name.
The Sticky String Kaiju? No, that's Humongous. My apologies.
It's like Gadarla,
The Moth.
the Mystery Dust
Yeah,
Kaiju.
it's good. It's Gadala.
Gadarla.
Gadala, Humongous, Dogoran, Gamesiel.
Hmm? he's got 2
And
Raikos.
King Thunder, because
He's got 2 Raikos in here as well. That's quite fun.
So, actually, let's take a look at the standings right now. How many people have we featured that are still lurking around the top table so far? Just out of interest for our viewers at home.
Okay, so Jan Oliver is still XO. John Lascelles is still XO. Thomas Rose is X1. Aaron Furman is X1. Joshua Oosters is X1. Ericus Beck, the winner of the LLDS finals, is X1.
Ben
Lois
Sherman.
Strandberg is X1. He was the 2nd place.
Oh, I see JY is pretty high on the tables as well. JY Sheriff. Was that who you scored past, Justin?
No.
no.
Oh, my apologies.
Who else? Tom Motabiki is X1. There's a lot of X1s. Tim Cox, who we featured.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Or was it today? Da-da-dum.
Oh, no, not this again.
Technically, it was today.
There's JY. He's 5-1-1. Ooh, we have a player from China. Playing Spiral. Ah, another player from China. Playing Trickstar. Really X2. That's quite some distance to travel for a YCS.
No, if you're going to do that, you better play Spiral.
Just saw Tom Payne. Of course, as the second place European
I finished in
championship.
fourth place, wasn't it? Or
Fourth place?
third place? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was
I
third.
remember was he third?
Yeah, he didn't go to Worlds.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
He was third. He lost. to
Yeah, it was
Marcelo.
the whole. It was the whole wonder whether he was going to go to Worlds or not.
Yeah.
See, that's more the type of hands that I would be expecting from Mike's deck. He's drawn a Charge of the Light Brigade, Wolf, Kaiju, Kumungus with of Sticky String, Fairy Tale Snow, and I'm not recognizing that last card, Lone Fire Blossom.
Ooh. Good old Lone Fire.
Yeah, and it's going to be super safe against a True Draco strategy that can't really support the hand traps when it's playing multiple cards of Demise. Can get away with evenly matched though, which we're not seeing in Sebastian's hand. He has Dragonic Diagram, Pot of Duality, 1 Majesty Maiden, a True Draco caster, 2 copies of True Draco Heritage. That's a really reasonable place to be starting. And now we're going to be seeing a Brilliant Fusion start. MX Invoker.
Get the Heroic Challenger 1000 Blades.
Has some pretty amazing synergies in this deck.
Yeah.
With like the Trickstar, Perform Mage, Clown, sorry. Why did I say Trickstar?
Yeah. Perform Mage Trick Clown.
Mrs. Radiant.
Now Brilliant Fusion.
Brilliant Fusion.
Oh, he drew into the wolf.
Sorry, he's got 3 in there.
There's plenty more where that came from.
You just hate drawing wolf, though.
Oh, when you play free, you have to accept that it's going to happen.
It is 60-card deck.
Yeah, just if you play free, just expect it to happen. The math certainly changes, but it just, you know, it just life does that to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Again, this deck is kind of, it looks like it's going off.
But where's it going off to?
It's not Firewall Dragons.
Is Mike actually playing Firewall Dragons?
No, he's not. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I think the optimal play for the deck is 2 Cyframes Omegas.
Yeah, 2 Cyframe Omegas. He's got Notoria Beast in here as well. He's also playing Belize of the Diabolic Dragons, which is actually
Beals.
a very Beals, sorry, which is actually a very strong out to Masterpiece, because Masterpiece can't actually deal with those, and
Yeah.
it becomes very hard for the True Draco deck to do anything about it. So that could be a good starting point.
But like Spiral, he's meant to be playing in Spiral. Like, what does your opening board look like against Spiral? Yeah, I get it. Beals is good against True Draco, but like, what does your board look like against Spiral in this deck?
I guess you just kind of play into their field, and he's going for a standard setup of going double Cyframe Omega, take away 2 cards, and
play Dweller.
and see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then against that, playing into that board, you're just looking to play through the Sleeper Agent with your massive number of monsters that you can
Yeah.
activate without, in addition to your normal summon.
Super interesting to me.
Yeah, you take a look at Mike's match history, and you can see how many spirals he's played against to see
Yeah, let's have a look.
if that's working, in case anybody's interested back home. Deco Talker coming down.
He's actually only played 2 spirals the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Did he win?
1-1 and drew the other.
That's better than losing.
Yeah. So yet again, we see here the multiple Omegas potential in this deck. It's actually pretty strong. And Mike's losing track of what's banished. So just one Omega.
Just one Omega.
Use the Omega effect to put the lone fire back.
Oh, Regeki, that's nice. Sebastian sets it very key here that it won't get caught by the Omega regardless of what point Mike decides to put the trigger on that.
Yeah.
Interestingly, not doing it first though while he had the window would mean that the cards that he's now put on the table are at risk from Minerva. When that card's destroyed, you get to send top 3 and you get any light support and you get to take out your opponent's cards.
Yeah, it's a very fair point.
So he's played around the Omega a little bit, but now the Regeki doesn't tag the Omega.
Yeah. That seems really odd.
I feel like when he had the window, he should have gone for the just gone for the Regeki immediately. The Omega would have been chained. I guess.
I think he completely forgot about Minerva. He has to have.
Yeah, and there's a
One.
Raiden, so he does get punished for it.
Yeah. Just take out diagram, right?
Yep.
Like,
Kazuki?
wow, absolutely punished.
Yeah.
I think that's the fire thing.
No, it's Giant Rex.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Which is fine because he has a Fairy Tale Snow in the graveyard. Yeah, like I can see some logic to Sebastian's procedure there, but he was taking a risk on the Minerva, and he did
Absolutely.
lose out to it.
It's a nice masterpiece.
Probably looking.
That's tough.
Yeah, you can't. There's no reason to take Masterpiece in this situation when you've got the Maiden who can get it later. Right now, Sebastian needs some resources to actually work with.
Yeah, you don't really want any of those.
Losing the diagram was huge, though, and that was completely avoidable. Well, the worst that could have happened is Omega temporarily taking it away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, that was like permanent destruction versus, like possible permanent destruction versus maybe not having it for a little while.
You could argue you're rolling the dice there. You set the cards, then force the Omega, then see if your opponent misses, and then it looks really good because then you still have access to do the rest of your shenanigans.
Okay, so he's going to probably summon
Ignis, because he wants to build up resources.
Boop. That already came back this turn, so no come back again. Actually, why didn't Mike play Fairy Tale Snow there?
Because it's late.
Yeah. That's a good reason.
And as Tom Rose said say in the first round when I asked him in the interview, why did you do this play instead of this play? He said just because I was extremely stressed. I was out there, a lot of people watching me. So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things.
That's actually super nice that he just picked up the Solar Recharge while he has a wolf in his hand. The Light Sworn Beast.
Nice.
Hold my
Yeah,
kaiju,
you would
please.
take this.
That is backbreaking because now Sebastian has no way of generating resources.
Wow. Wow, he drew charge as well.
Sebastian. Yeah, wow. Sebastian not even looking at the cards that are being sent there. I think he's getting ready to write this one off. But then I said that, but then when Mike's deck did everything it was supposed to in that first game, he still lost.
He's going to go search Wolf. That's funny. Now his hand looks exactly the same as it did at the start of the turn.
I say he has a drawn Logbird instead.
Yeah, I guess so. There's plenty of graveyard shenanigans to be done here.
Yeah, there's a Giant Rex and a Fairy Tale in there.
See some
I always get super
tasty
weirded out
plays.
when I don't see people just immediately take all of their spell cards out of the graveyard. Okay, there we go. Okay, and the Giant Rex.
So what's
Where
he
does
going
he,
into?
where does he go away from here?
Potentially another Minerva. Yep.
Yep.
Ditch the snow. Send some more cards. It's a wolf!
It's a wolf.
How is life fair?
I guess Ani drew foolish.
He drew two. He drew one, searched for one, and then hits another one. Off with the Minerva, draws an additional card.
This is happening.
You can see the grin on Mike's face there. He's like, yeah.
Well, the grin's going to slowly dissipate as there is only 3 minutes left of the round, and that was about a minute ago. So, I mean, a draw at this point is pretty much a loss and out. So,
Yeah, both players would... actually, I think they can't make the cut at that point, right?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things with that grassless screener. When you're resolving it quickly, it just takes so much time out of a tournament clock that it's actually unfair for players to have formats where this is the most prevalent card, because you need them to resolve it correctly procedurally. So that means counting your cards, counting my cards, placing the cards out, making sure I put out the right ones, flipping the cards, reviewing the cards, then considering my turn. There you go. And then taking five plus minutes out of each player's turn to resolve that graphic greener. Like, I can appreciate it does lean to some creativity in deck building, but from a tournament perspective, it's just actually really horrible to put that on the players.
So we're basically now having either Sebastian win or a tie. And it looks like it's probably going to be a tie at this point. If you're at this point, what would you do? Knowing that there was no way you were going to get into the top cut, you get no prizes, but if your opponent, if you made this a draw, but your opponent might be able to.
I legit would concede.
Yeah.
But the thing is Mike may not realize from a standings perspective. And is that a sure thing that he won't make the top cut?
Not necessarily, to be honest with you.
Like, if there's still a chance,
Pretty
absolutely
much.
keep playing. Yeah, pretty much is not 100% no.
Yeah, it's well, it becomes really difficult at that point.
But really difficult is still more than not a chance.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Actually resolving the other effect of Black Rose Dragon. For those who don't know, it flips a monster into attack position and then reduces its attack to 0.
Oh, yeah, I think he's going to attack for game.
24, 17,
Yeah,
21,
that's it.
28.
And that is game. Yeah.
Realization sets in.
Sebastian,
Okay, doing some maths.
Just
Never look at the top
And there
card.
it is.
Never look at the top card. It only ever makes you sad, regardless of what the outcome is.
There is the handshake. So they are going into a draw, meaning that it's very possible that they won't make any sort of top cut at this point. Very, very unfortunate, but hey, that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh goes. Let's do a very, very quick post-match discussion. And we're back. So it was really interesting to see Mike's deck kind of actually kick off in game 2. But there seemed to just be no real, I don't know, it just didn't seem to have as much of an end. Where it was trying to get to didn't seem as big as an explosive as you'd expect it to be with all the cards that are available at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, Grasslook Screener hit 3 Wolf and some more stuff, and my end is just 2 Omegas. That doesn't seem right to me.
No.
Like, my problem with Mike's deck, well, he's obviously done very well in the tournament so far, is I feel like his deck takes so much time damage just to resolve its plays. He wasn't playing slow at any point. He was always moving the field around.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
And yet it took the entire match to resolve 2 of his games. This is going to put him at high risk of draws, like we just saw in that situation.
Yeah. That's going to be pretty stressful for him. He's going to have to
gotta be.
spend so much time doing those long combos.
Yeah, and anticipating hand traps and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a player choice, but honestly, I feel like if I was coming into a long tournament like this, I don't want to put myself through the stress.
No.
Like, at least with the Spiral decks, the games are finishing in a timely fashion,
Yeah.
even though there's ridiculously long combos you can do with it. I feel like this deck just takes too long to do what it was doing, and as you said, I wasn't impressed with that field when he does get the free wolves, and it doesn't really go in a meaningful direction.
Anywhere at all.
I remember in YCS Berlin 2015 or 2014, I think it was. I was playing Infernity, and I was that guy. And I did pretty well. But by the time I got to day 2, I was so tired because I had to remember all these combos, and it was tough. It was just a tough games to play out.
Now, something I want to take a quick look at is our stats tool. I'd like to just have a quick look at where we are at the start of round 8.
This is the start of the day for deck breakdown.
It's a Spiral, huge, 348, Trickstar 117, the Pendulum Magician, Evoked, ABC, True Draco, and Paleozoic.
What's the other category?
The 530, 1 other, and 1 Gladiator Beast. Spiral still massive.
Chunked.
Yeah, he's taking a big hit, like a massive hit, but Trickstar, we're basically almost in the same order, except Inferno just leapt out of that other category. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, Inferno leapt out, Paleozoics dropped out of the breakdown, and ABC and True Draco have swapped.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
can we also take a look at the players?
Country breakdown. Let's have a look.
Do country, and then we'll take a look at the players that were in the
United Kingdom, absolutely huge. Germany, Italy, France, Netherlands, Spain, Belgium, and Sweden. And after round 8.
The ratios didn't change all that much.
No,
as far as
not at
our
all.
graph's concerned, but
I didn't even notice the numbers change.
Okay, here we go. That's 1. This is 8.
I feel like this is an optician's test. What looks better, 1 or 2?
1 or 2.
We lost about
or 2. About the same?
400 people from the UK.
And then let's have a look at the standings, shall we?
Yeah, let's look at the top 32.
So sat at the top right now is Federico Zappini playing Spiral.
Federico, we've seen him many times before.
Yeah.
We have.
Very successful player. Going down the list, we also saw Jan Oliver on the stream a little earlier. He's currently ranked. He was ranked 5th at the beginning of this round. Remember, we haven't got the inputs for this round put in just yet.
Tom Rose, our round 1 feature match, is still in contention there.
Aaron Furman, visiting from the US, performing extremely well.
Joshua Oosters, still in contention at the moment.
Erkos Beck, he played in the LLDS finals yesterday.
Ben Sherman, well-known UK player, won the UK Nationals in 2014.
2014, yeah.
Loa
Strandberg.
Strandberg, who's joining us, who's playing in the LLDS. He's also up on the ladder. Martina Kolsch, usually a judge at these events.
Usually our head judge at these events.
Head judge World Championships as well. Up at 6-1.
And right at the bottom of the top 32 is Brad Hickey there.
And Marcello Barberi,
As
sort
you
of
can
at the
see.
bottom of the list as well.
Number 38 with Michael Forner.
Both next to each other yet again.
Yep. Okay.
There we go.
I think that we're not going to have time for an interview because we went into time and we start after the main event. This was the last round for the day. So when are we starting tomorrow?
I completely forgot to work that out before the round.
Oh,
It's
oh.
9 o'clock, isn't it?
Clocks go back tonight.
Yes.
The clocks go back tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
We get an extra hour's sleep. In
Only for the UK, obviously.
But
yeah,
it affects everybody else.
everyone else.
But it affects everybody else.
Yeah.
So if the clocks go back, it means that we will be...
So in around 12 hours, we will be at 10, so minus 2 hours, so 10 hours. In about 11 hours' time,
11
we're
hours
be back
time.
on the stream. Yeah.
So stick around, set an alarm clock, and around 11 hours' time, we will be back with day 2 of YCS London 2017. Thanks for watching.